South African Tourism invites you to Meetings Africa 2026, which is taking place from the 23rd to the 25th of February at the Sandton Convention Centre. Connect with Africa's diverse offerings of services and products in the meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibition centre. Don't miss it. Meetings Africa 2026, proudly brought to you by the South African Tourism, 20 years of connecting Africa to the world. Hello there, it's SME On Point time, and this week we shine the spotlight on small businesses that are making their mark in South African tourism landscape. As we count down to Meetings Africa 2026, we profile 3 dynamic SMMEs which are supported by the Department of Tourism, who are taking their products and services to a global audience. From Limpopo, Maepa Tours offers curated travel experiences that celebrate local culture and heritage. Okuhle by Bonolo, a proudly Gauteng-based organic skincare brand which is redefining beauty through natural, locally sourced products. And from the Northwest, Mogopodi Adventures returns to Meetings Africa with its signature blend of outdoor thrill and professional tour experiences. Now, these entrepreneurs not only embody the spirit of South African tourism, but also demonstrate how small businesses can also compete as well as collaborate in global meetings as well as hospitality markets. To you both, welcome to SME On Point. Thank you so much for joining us. We have, it's Johannes, right?
Yes, Johannes Maepa.
Johannes Maepa, and we also have Bonolo from Okuhle products. Thank you so much. Perhaps let me start with you, Bonolo. Let us know about your products and how you have seen participating in Meetings Africa having changed your business, especially at a time when we are talking about bringing authentic skincare to South African and the African markets. How has it been?
Thank you for having me.
Sure.
So basically, we started showcasing last year at Meetings Africa. It felt like we were being, how can I put it? We were quite intimidated by being at Meetings Africa.
Okay.
However, we got to collaborate. We got to engage with like stakeholders such as SAT and Joburg Tourism.
Sure.
But we've been able to actually get like a sponsor last year from Meetings Africa, who sponsored us with equipment. So we are looking forward to what this year actually has in store for us.
Beautiful. Johannes, I'm so excited to get to understand what Limpopo brings to the tourism sector and the kind of experiences, you know. Now when we're talking about tourism, we're talking about experiences and adventures, you know. People want curated experiences. Tell me about how Maepa is offering that, especially to the market in Limpopo.
Thank you for having me. In Limpopo, let me just start to explain Limpopo in a nutshell.
Sure.
In Limpopo is a very big country. I mean to say it is a very big province that we have here in South Africa. And there are actually a lot of activities that we have in Limpopo, and those activities, most of the people are not aware of. Because when you check, most of the people, they always tell you that they want to go to Cape Town, they always tell you that they want to go to Durban, East London, and other provinces. Not forgetting that in Limpopo we've got the places like Casino, in Maepa Casino.
Is that Maepa? Yes.
Yes, in Maepa Casino. We've got attractions in there. We've got lots of places like when you go down to Tsanin, that side, we also have a lot of attractions that we need people to go and see, that need people to go and experience those activities that we have in Limpopo. Lephalale is also part of Limpopo, that we are having some of the activities right there. And also when you also go down to Polokwane on itself, we also have the places like the range and all those things. So actually Limpopo on its own is a country. They will tell you that Limpopo is a country.
Yeah, we know that in Easter, you know, when people, the Bayagai, you know that correct. The N1 is not to be played with. But I want to talk about, you talking about that people do not know this. Is it this an issue of marketability that we focus on certain provinces and not others? Where do you think the disconnect is?
I think the disconnect is when, as you are saying, people also think like Mpumalanga, Limpopo, and the Northwest. When you rate those places, especially on the tourism sector, is a place that most of the people, they don't go there, especially the people from outside our country. When people travel from the overseas and stuff, when they arrive here in Gauteng, the only place that they want to go is Cape Town, so or Durban, if I can put it that way. So it's about time that we shine out our province there with all the activities that we have there, including Kruger National Park. By the way, we've got a part of Kruger National Park there at the our gate there is called Palabora Gate. So it's when you can go and access those animals through Limpopo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bonolo, just last week we had the State of the Nation address, and in there the President mentioned about the issue of, you know, ideally we would want to create an environment where small businesses are able to create jobs. And it made me think about how often we actually get to hear from SMEs about their experiences of creating jobs and keeping the jobs, you know, keeping people in the job. What's the experience if you have a brand such as this one and you want an extra pair of hands? Is it easy to employ someone else and keep them employed?
Okay, I think the issue of employing people in your business can be challenging, especially depending on how much you make in the business. So you have to actually see if you are able to maintain yourself. Are you able to maintain the operations of the business? And are you also able to bring in systems in place in terms of people and other factors? So I would say it's not as easy as, it's not easy to bring people in to work for you if you don't have enough cash flow. However, I do employ 2 part-time students, right? So they only come to help with if we have markets, if we are doing exhibitions, and if we are making like a large-scale production, either in order for corporate gifting. However, I cannot at the moment actually hire somebody permanently. If I do have to hire someone, which I'm planning this year, is going to be like somebody who's going to help me with like running the business in terms of operations, somebody who will do the financials, somebody who will help with compliance, etc. But at our scale at the moment, we are unable to hire anybody permanently.
Yeah, Johannes, what's your feeling with regards to employing someone? Is it necessarily easy in that type of business like yours?
Yes, in our business, we do have drivers that we have the one that take people from our local areas to other places, such as your Durban, your Cape Town and stuff. So we have about 5 to 6 drivers that working for Maepa Tours. And then we also now hoping to grow so that we can get office equipped. And we're also hoping to increase our staff to start with, for example, your receptionist and up until the people who will be washing our cars, because our main focus is to transport people from one place to another. So you can know that your cars need to be maintained, your cars need to be cleaned, our service need to be booked. So we really need people to assist on that case, or on that matter.
I'm sure you were following us here on SABC News, where we had that special looking at the impact of the water challenges across different sectors. And I'm curious to know, maybe from Bonolo first, because you work with, you know, I know obviously that you don't, you know, bottle them yourself, etc. But this looming water crisis, you know, the kind of impact you anticipate, how much does it worry you that, you know, there is that? We remember we had the load shedding that really crippled a lot of businesses. Now, by the looks of things, if there is no intervention, the water scarcity issue says to be the same thing again. How concerned are you about that?
Well, I'm really concerned beyond being like a business person, you know, beyond being a business person, because it really affects our communities. It affects production as well for our business. So we started operating from home. We're only moving into like premises where we'll be responsible for water and everything. We only moved in recently on the 1st of February. But it is like an ongoing issue, and I hope that the government will see to it that they fix it.
With just these few minutes left that I have with both of you, I want to understand the kind of impact that exhibiting at Meetings Africa has. When people stand and come to your stalls, right, and ask about your services and take, do they necessarily follow up? You know, what is the benefit for your business when you now displayed yourself at Meetings Africa?
Yes, the other thing that I need to tell you is that there are a lot of people who still think, because I'm in tourism sector, there's a lot of people who think that the tourism is expensive. So this kind of Meetings Africa is the platform that will also share with the buyer. Remember, there is the buyers that will be coming to our stores. There is also be some other exhibitors that will be coming and engage with us. So those people, they need to understand that the tourism on its own is not expensive, and we'll tell them how, why are we seeing that, and then they will see it in their...
So basically, it's an opportunity to demystify the myths that are there.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And secondly, the issue of scam. That we've got a very serious crisis of scamming in this tourism sector. Most of the people, they got scams. So when they come to you as Maepa Tours, they are not even sure that this guy is...
Whether you are legit or not.
Exactly. So this is the platform that will make sure that tourism is still there, and the services that you are rendering is pure.
Right.
Thank you very much.
And yourself?
Okay, so I think, you know, when you have delegates and decision makers coming through to your stand, the onus is also on you as a small business to make sure that you kind of take down the information and you follow through. It's a big event, right? They're going to see a lot of small business as well. So I think it's just important, take down the information and just make sure that you follow through with the stakeholders and the delegates.
Ahead of next week, I wish you well. Both of you, I wish you well, and I hope that you do get a lot of customers, and that also results in a lot of sales. And with that, that's SME On Point for this week. We have been very excited to have partnered with Meetings Africa for this week's SME On Point. But before we go, let's take a look at the indicators. So the JSE's all-share index is up 0.5%. It's currently sitting at 122,531. Gold is trading at $5,035 an ounce, while platinum is at $2,011 an ounce. Brent crude oil is sitting at $71.29, $71.29 per barrel. And looking at the currencies, the rand is currently trading at 16 rands 13 to the dollar. It's at 21 rands 72 to the pound, and it's at 18 rands 97 to the euro. All right. That's it from SME On Point, and those were your markets for this lunchtime. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, Mfundo will have more news for you. Goodbye.